Hello everyone, it's the 27th of August 2017 and that makes it time for a late August garden tour. Wonderful time of year, everything is just in full bloom. So we can start with the trees. At the base of the trees you can see the chipmunks have been getting in here. They are chipmunks and squirrels storing nuts for the winter. Trees had good growth on them. This is the Macintosh. You can tell this is a darker, some older leaves, lots of newer, lighter growth. This took very well. The other apple took okay. The real winner here is the peach tree. This is all brand new growth. It was essentially just a stick in the ground when we first put it in. And we've got a pear over here and another pear. This pear is doing better than the other one. You can see the lighter green are newer leaves and the darker green are older leaves. I think they all took, but the proof in the pudding will be in the springtime. So let's take a look in the garden, and it is beautiful and bountiful. Before we go in the door, let's just hop in here. Earlier this weekend, I harvested all of the cauliflower. So that's just shells of what used to be cauliflower hanging out there. I will eventually hoe this and take the material and put it in the compost so it can decompose and go in the garden next year. And you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see the little nodules of the Brussels sprouts forming on there. I'll be harvesting these in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Come on in. I think since the last garden tour, the pergola is new. And yes, next year there will be some climbing plants that go up. What we're expecting next year is to do a nice ring like this for beans and for squash. I've got lots of good ideas. Come on in. Plenty of beans. They're going strong. Been harvesting a ton. You can see they're just everywhere when you pull it aside. This side's all green beans. This side is half wax beans, these Sultan's earrings. See plenty of them. And half purple beans, which are really more aesthetic than anything else. You know, we tried them last year for the first time. They taste okay, but the texture is just not superb. Harvested a bunch of them, still eat them. They're best just overcooked. Watermelons are coming in left and right. These tiny little melons, I don't know how big they're necessarily going to get. I think I got a dwarf variety, but I have at least 2. This is the ground cherry section. In fact, I'm walking on some ground cherries. I just baked a ground cherry pie yesterday. We had a rain overnight and early this morning, knocked down more ground cherries, and you can see it is the right time to harvest them. They're delicious. See this flower? That's a whole bunch of flowers. Oh, hey, there's a bee. Oh, he's waving. He says, hello, people in YouTube. I forget the name of this flower. A friend of ours gave us a couple little shoots of it. He planted it kind of haphazardly. But that's what I think we're going to grow on top of the pergola next year. Over here, you see that long stem and a couple of the little shallots at the end. That's what's left of the Egyptian walking onions. I did a lot of cooking with onions this year, which is terrific. Because of the rain, a lot of the ground cherries are kind of falling onto the raspberries, and that's okay because these were transplants, the raspberries this year. And even though they were transplants, they're still blooming, so we're going to get late season raspberries off of them. Look at that. I never expect that. I'm always surprised. So this hedge of raspberries is coming along very nicely. Look at, I have some gourds all the way over here. I got some ornamentals. Lots of ornamentals. I mean, let's see. Go underneath the foliage. You can see 1, 2, 3. Anyways, tons. Even all the way over here. The rhubarb is hiding. So this is all raspberries. Let's give you a perspective. Every one of them is just like that, and they're starting to come in. You know, some of them are going to be another 3 or 4 weeks out. Some of them are maybe 1 week out from harvest, but it's major raspberry time. Over here, I harvested 7 spaghetti squash this year. I'm really pleased with that, not knowing what to expect. So that was cool. Many of them were over here. And take a look what's been growing underneath the trellis. A big pumpkin. Isn't that cool? Can't wait to harvest that. That's the size, that's a good jack-o'-lantern size right there. I'm gonna let all these ornamentals go for a while still. I don't know how big they're supposed to be. I should Google that quick. But either way, they're really hardy. You know, you just sort of harvest them and then they make great decorations. Oh, don't step on anything. Okay. The potatoes, sweet potatoes are growing strong underneath there. Nothing to see here, folks. Yes, I know, weeds and thistles, I really don't care. Gave up on it. That one, you know, we've eaten a lot of this kale this year. Surprisingly enough, and some of the chard too. Next year, I'm going to do one chard plant. Hopefully I can transplant this one or it comes back next year and I'm not going to plant any kale. This weekend I harvested 9 big green peppers and 3 or 4 jalapenos, and since then I've got more that are ready to go. Oh, that's from where I just ripped it off. But look at this, they're still coming. That's a new one since I harvested. Got a lot of medium-sized peppers. Got a few medium-sized ones down there. Either way, there's probably at least a dozen to 18 peppers left for the season. In this area, the butternut squashes are coming along. Good. Oh, and look at this. That's gross. I gotta look up what those are. Clearly they're eating the leaves on my squash. Ugh, yuck. Leave your comments below as to what you think they are, other than ugly. Tomatoes! Doing good. I harvested a bunch of tomatoes, but these are just, they're coming in so nicely, and they're actually coming in at a rate that we can eat them, so they're not going to waste. That's terrific. Let's see what else we can see over here. You know, I thought I had another pumpkin growing under there. I want to find it for you. I harvested a giant zucchini out of here. I don't think... Nope, there's nothing else in there. Oh yeah, here's another little one. Growing strong. 1 and 2, actually. Das ist gut. So this is the shade Brussels sprouts. Meaning I grew it in shade, and you can see there's like no little buds. I don't think they're going to do anything. So that was an experiment with an extra one that I had. Don't grow your Brussels sprouts in the shade. Whoopsies. There we can focus a little bit more. Where was that pumpkin? Well, there's the giant pumpkin you can see through. He's doing just fine. Nothing to worry about there. I will get some sunflowers off of these super late season ones that I planted. Walk over here without stepping on spaghetti squash. See? The flower is starting. And I think that's awesome. Oh, there's another butternut squash over there. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, here's the other pumpkin. It's still green. See that? That's nice and big and beautiful. I don't know what else to show you. I mean, that's pretty much the in and out. Garden's doing well, except for these nasty suckers. And we already talked about, oh yeah, celery. I can probably start picking the celery now too. Take a look. See? Looks like celery. Shorter stalks of celery, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna come out here and take 2 or 3 stalks every day so I can have it with my peanut butter on the go in the morning, and pretty soon this whole section will just be ripped out, which is good. So then I can just sort of clear this while the other things are finishing off in the garden. I'm already collecting materials for the raised bed that I'm going to put in here already in the fall. Things are coming along nicely. It's been a great year. I really enjoyed it. So how's your garden going? Let us know in the comment section below. Whoops. Get out for one last good look. Love rainy days. They just make for such good contrast on the camera. Yeah. So let us know what's growing in your garden and tell me what you think of those hideous bugs. Obviously I haven't done anything with my hair today. It's a lazy day, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening. Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe right away and hit that notification bell so you never miss another Midwest Man Mountain video. If you like this, you'll like either of these, and thanks to my Patreons for making things possible. Until next time, bye!